And so, after the end of the year of 2022 has come and Heaven's Turn has begun, now we get to turn over a new page in the main story of this game. And a couple of days ago, I had asked you, my audience, how I should deal with streaming going forward, and if you felt that there was still some place for me streaming Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't get the feedback that I was looking for, but I do thank you for your honesty in that regard, and I hope that as we do 6.3, we will get to see a lot of stuff, because there's a lot of stuff to do. And I did, and you did vote that I should show off the content from the Island Sanctuary. I have not done that yet with Rika, but now that we're in an odd number patch, because those are usually the ones where there's plenty of free time for me to do things that are not related to grinding for tomestones and whatnot, this is a perfect opportunity for me able to show off that. But first things first, we have a main story to get back to, and Rika is ready to go. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. So we have returned to Razat Han, and we are right in front of the Palace of Megaduta, where Varshan has been waiting for us, and he's in here somewhere in this throng of humanity, which is how things usually go on day one of a new patch, so let's go ahead and speak with him, and take on the first quest for the main story of patch 6.3, entitled Once More Unto the Void. Varshan's eyes seem to brighten at your arrival. Hey there.
Ah, Rika. As always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall that in exchange for Aether, she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Ishtola's suggestion, I began providing said Aether in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement to be agreeable and has been eating steadily.
Well, that's good, because yeah, that was creepy what she did with the apple the first time we met her with that situation.
In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I will set forth for the Void once more.
Alright then.
Excellent. I shall form Ishtola and Estenian, and then go to collect my other vessel from the alchemists.
Yeah, of course, we saw last patch that he's been fitted with an adult body now that he can switch back and forth between.
In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited her chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuj and Kama. It seems she's grown partial to the view from the city at the falls. Once we've attended to our respective tasks, let us gather here.
Alright, we can do that. I will see you there then, Varshan. So as we're going along as well, before I head off, a new quest has opened up, and so this is something that I'm also going to need to dig into as we go along. But for now, we're going to make our way over to where Zero is located, and Varshan said it was near Kama, so that is where we're going to go to next. Yeah, and chasing after this, guys, we're all heading in the same direction, checking out this bridge view with Zero. So let's go ahead and see how she's been doing. Yeah, I guess since it's nighttime, she's kind of fitting in her elements. Hi there.
Everyone is so carefree.
Yeah, still dealing with the culture shock, it seems. Let's have a look on this night here in Razat Han.
Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxuries are lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger.
Yikes.
Others are a means to an end. At times, a literal one.
Yeah, I guess this little Aura was just waiting for her friend. Look how happy they are.
We forge covenants with men and come here to feed. Or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos.
Did you have to bring him up?
Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart.
I think
But
even worse
towards
than
you,
that.
and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
It's because she's friends with Corinne. Yeah,
What
Xenos
was it that
decided.
drove him? What made him choose such an end?
Yeah, Xenos decided if he couldn't have Corinne, he was going to get his hands on Rika.
But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it.
I already have that lingering suspicion that he's still out there somewhere.
Why
We
are
did
you
not
here?
actually see him die.
Was there something you needed?
Yeah, we're ready for departure. So let me tell you that we're all set to go.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
And we will make this happen. And I will see you there. So it'll be easier for us to just jump down here and run over to this conveniently located aetherite in order to get back to Megaduta. Apparently someone wanted to heal me. Well, I appreciate that, Good Samaritan, whoever you are. You just vanished into thin air, but you did leave a little gift for me, and I thank you for it. I mean, if that's not the Final Fantasy XIV community in a nutshell, I don't know what is. Alright, Varshan. Now that you've changed bodies. Good to see you
Everyone
again.
is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
Let's do it. And so we're on our way. But Varshan is... What's going on? Yeah. Seemed like you're all set to go, and now you're just getting cold feet? What's going on, man? Maybe he's brought... Yeah, he's bringing Vitra out to play. Yeah, that's kind of strange. And everyone in the city notices. Yeah, of course, since he's revealed himself.
Calling?
Or who's he calling to? Or is that a different dragon calling out to Varshan?
What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
Was it Ashdaya?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdaya.
Oh boy.
I thought she was in the void.
Was she out for revenge or something?
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Oh, so he brought out Vitra in order to try and make a call, but I guess the alarm had already been hung up.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know. Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her.
Yeah, because it obviously wasn't through the path we took.
Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
The
How far are we
north, you
going?
say? Beyond the bounty. Garlemald.
Wait, that far?
As good a place to start as any.
So I guess we're not making a direct
My
trip to the
apologies,
void.
Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return?
I guess she'll get her chance soon enough.
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I guess we're getting somewhere.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well. Very well. We would welcome your company.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald.
Alright. Make the call,
It's
Estinian.
me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there.
Yeah, Stola seems to be reacting in a smiling way here, in a positive manner.
We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Yeah, maybe she knows who we're gonna say hello to. Varshan doesn't seem to know, and of course, Zero's just along for the
We'll need
ride.
to teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
Alright. Hopefully we can help her there, Varshan. As we get our patch 6.3 title card. Gods revel, lands tremble is what they call this one. And so with that, we have completed our first quest and will accept 1,044 gills. So, that was a simple way to start up patch 6.3, but obviously things are going to get a lot harder and crazier, but we gotta wait for the quest icon to reset and for everyone to file in so we can do so. So we're passing the torch over to Estinian, so let's go ahead and speak with him to take on our next quest entitled A Cold Reunion. Estinian is understandably bewildered. Why? By all accounts, Ashdaya is Goldbuz's prisoner, yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void if only for a fleeting moment. But that is mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go and find it. Come, let us make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. I will see you and everyone there, mon frere. So the game, ever so kindly and generously, just warps us directly here to Garlemald and to Tertium. So, let's go ahead and speak with Estinian. Yeah, no need to pay for the teleport, we just get sent directly here. It is something that has been done quite a few times in the course of this expansion, which is cool.
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
There's a familiar voice. This explains the reunion aspect. It's the return of the twins. Hello there, you two.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
And Ashtola swapping out for her gray jacket that she decided to wear when we first came to Garlemald.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Oh, you were able to fix the problems with the pipelines or something?
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead.
Yeah, I imagine they do.
They've taken steps towards forming an interim government, but it will be some time before any large-scale reconstruction effort can be carried out in earnest.
Yeah, that'll be meant for the next expansion.
So
I'm
we'll
quite
keep
certain.
doing what we can until they can finally stand on their own. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
Yeah, because they're going to refuse to leave, along with the rest of the soldiers from the Eorzean Alliance who are still here. Yeah, you're doing a fine job. I mean, you are getting through to them somehow.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter.
Oh, that's still going on, huh?
Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Well, that's good.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Just make sure you're keeping in contact with your mother, okay?
Though you yourself helped them take one especially big step, didn't you? In vanquishing that blasphemy in the Tower of Babel?
Oh, so you heard about that. Yeah, this is another one of those lines that does not appear unless you did all of the job quests for this expansion. Yeah, word gets around.
Thank you. I can only hope that your deed will help the people to find peace and closure.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
Yeah, introductions are in order. Nice to meet you.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
Yeah, and we mean a lot of time to explain, so, yeah. Sit down and pour yourself some tea or whatever. And so, later that day...
The 13th! After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
The developers aren't giving us that luxury.
But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
Yeah, although it seems it's more within Ishtola now than ever. And of course, I'm just passing
You
on
could
the
have
torch.
at least invited me, too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Well, Graha's got his own thing to take care of. Yeah, like, why would you want to be a part of it? Yeah, I thought you were busy. Yeah. What have you been doing all this time down here?
I know, I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly.
Mostly.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
Yeah, trust needs to be established.
I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a Void Sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Because you couldn't do a thing about it.
Is that so?
Yeah, no need for a
I
text
think
bubble
we'll get
here.
along just fine, you and I.
Meanwhile, yeah, you have met Adolf
Now
Varshan.
that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north. Perhaps even here in Galdemald.
And of course, he's dressed for the occasion and the weather too.
If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
Let's think about this.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
Oh, really?
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Hopefully it's not our initial foray into the void that's opened up the hornet's nest. Yeah, we're all
You
so
think they
glum.
might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants.
Yeah, Xenos could tell you about that.
The very same I believe you have mastered.
And another line that comes up if you have opened up Reaper and done that set of quests. Rika is that
While
level
there are
90s
no
away.
Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible. Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Well, we've seen
We
worse
must
and
assume
weirder.
these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
They're that bad?
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Eulus may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Okay then. Of course, I'll need to make sure I change clothes here. We are out in the snow and the wilderness after all. And proof that this is indeed a new patch. The NPCs are still lurking about. But yeah, I do have Rika as a fully flushed out Reaper now. So yeah, she's got the 560 Reaper weapon. I am going to get her to the point where I can get her... also, this is what the current armor for Tomestones looks like if you don't have it glamored. But as it stands right now, it's likely that the next weapon I will get for Rika through the Mandeville weapon quest will be a Reaper weapon for her. So, as that is all taken care of, let's switch over to my Dragoon and make our way to Camp Broken Glass. And so over here is where we will reunite with Julius. He's in here somewhere. Hello again. Oh, Rika, what a welcome surprise. Yeah, we're all here for you. And I see you're traveling with a large crew as usual. Don't worry, we come in peace. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us. We'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies should you require any. I think we're good for right now. Apologies if we interrupt Julius, but there is a matter we wish to discuss. We just finished our routine briefing, so you've come at a good time. Is this about the Voidsent? Indeed it is. It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yeah, is that where they're coming from? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Manalis caverns. The Scythe wielders forged pacts with Voidsent and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favor. Well, apparently Xenos found an affinity. And when some were unmasked as insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you picked it up. Who is it that taught you? Oh. Well, I could definitely tell you about that. Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. Yeah, I could introduce you to her, but you'll have to come with me to Ul'dah. My sister has been taken captive by Voidsent. I sensed her presence in this land and have come in search of her. If Voidsent have indeed been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection.
We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphinaud tells us that they are not easily reached. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need a Magitech snowcraft. The last remaining functional one we had is broken down. Should still be over in Sulia and Gens where it was abandoned. Okay then. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Topper's Den. Yeah, we've been there before. Their duty included transporting ceruleum tanks to Juturna Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain it a few over the years. That's worth looking into, I'd say. I agree. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. Sounds like we know what to do. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Void Scent, it's best that we avoid traveling alone. I'll agree with that. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountains? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our search in earnest. Come with me. I'll introduce you to someone who's well versed in the local geography. Alice, was it? I wish to speak with you. Oh. Sure. In that case, why don't you come with us to Topper's Den? We can chat on the way. Okay then. So, Zero coming along for the ride too. Everyone knows what to do and where to go, so let's go ahead and follow. By the way, this is my new mount. Yeah, this was one that I got. I really wasn't all that interested in the Moogle Tombstone event this time around, but I did accumulate just enough in the nick of time to get this mount. This is the Seiryu Extreme mount from Stormblood. And of course it has the Japanese-style jazz music that was Seiryu's theme. Yeah, we have to pass on the Namazu for this patch, and we're gonna be flying with this fancy doggy. So as we catch up with the ladies. Yeah, how are you two doing?
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah, it's something that would have definitely been asked by Garleans when we first set foot here.
What is it that you stand to gain?
Also asked by Garleans.
I'm
No
sorry?
wonder she was attuned with Xenos.
You don't
Yeah,
act on
perhaps I should
behalf of
explain
higher
this.
power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Yeah, I guess she's looking for something specific.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
Yeah, I guess she'll still need a little more understanding of how things work around
To act
here.
not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
She's getting culture shocked out of her mind. Yeah, like, are you coming? Yeah, there she goes. Yeah. Knows how long the culture shock will last for Zero. So, let's continue on.
We should get back to it, but before we do... Are you alright, Zero? Did I say something that confused or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. Well, that's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull over things. It's not much farther to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak with the first one we spot.
Alright, let's be on our way again. Yeah, it's just a simple 90-degree turn over here into this cave. We were in here before, speaking with Jericho. But the spirited engineer we speak to is a Rogadin. Right, I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. Yeah, hopefully we've been forgiven. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot easier now thanks to them. Oh, that's good to hear at least. They understood our plot and offered to help. Wherever we wanted to stay here or return home. For that we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Alice. The trip across the lake is pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions.
Oh, don't mention it. We're just glad we can help. That said, we were actually hoping to ask a favor of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Sevilla in Gens. We were told you might be up to the task.
Ah, so you want to ride the mammoth? That's what you call it? Yeah, the mammoth. That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth wrong again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness.
Wonderful. Please come back with us to Camp Broken Glass, and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Rika. Let's be on our way.
Okay then. I guess Zero's in here too somewhere. Anyway, yep, we just gotta warp back to Broken Glass in order to complete this quest, so let's do it. So we'll wait for Alphinaud to return, and then we will complete the quest. There he is. And so upon our return...
Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the crafts?
Yes, indeed it is him. I'll do everything I can to get it up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big and so are its parts. Some strong backs should make the work go faster. Do you have any in hand? You have ours. Oh, Estenian are arriving on scene, along with the Stola and Varshan.
You finished learning about the mountain, I take it? Aye, we have a solid grasp of that area, as well as the site of the snowcraft. My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be able to glad to stand guard for Void Scent and other unruly wildlife.
Much obliged, miss. Let's all head on over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. Alright. How about it? And we see you when everything is all set for our departure.
The Amat is here well in hand, which means we can resume all duties. Would you care to assist us, Rika?
I believe I would be able to do that. You can count on me, as always.
How about you, Zero?
Yeah, I guess there needs to be payment in order. Well?
I will assist you as well, as payment for answering my question.
I guess it was ultimately deemed satisfactory.
It's hardly something that demands payment, but we'd be glad for your contribution nonetheless.
Yeah, we also... The twins still trying to figure out how Zero operates, but in the meantime, we'll take 2,772 gil for our payments.